Hey guys, Fishrick here today, and I'm going to be talking about the 5 most important invertebrates from my experience. And all of these need to be fed well with algae, otherwise they will starve to death, which has happened before, sadly, from my experience. I think that the number one way to keep them, besides feeding them, is to dose calcium regularly because some of them do shed. For example, the shrimp. At number 5, speaking of the shrimp, we have the skunk shrimp. He is a very good cleaner. He will clean your tank diligently, search and scavenge for food in the rocks. He will even clean your fish's gills out. That's how important he is to have in your tank. He's very tidy, clean, and cool shrimp to have in your display tank. Coming in at number 4, we have the hermit crab. These guys' colors can span from a great variety. Sometimes they can be green-legged, sometimes they can be red-legged, sometimes they can have stripes, sometimes they can have blue. Blue is the most common, the blue-legged hermit crabs, the red-legged hermit crabs. They're all good. Some are better than others. It just depends on your tank and what you have to offer for them. They're really good cleaners. They will do anything to find food. They are quite aggressive toward each other if they are hungry, so keep them well fed. That is my advice for keeping them. Otherwise, they are extremely easy to keep. Coming in at number 3, we have the sand sifting geniuses, the Nassarius snail themselves. Now I have 5 of these little guys zooming around my tank. They are most known for eating I think it's detritus, dead stuff in the sand, some algae on the top, but it mainly just keep your bottom clean. I don't know how to kill these guys. I mean, I've never had them die, so if you have them dying, you have a major problem. And you definitely need to fix that. Okay, these guys are extremely cool. They are, I think, I want to say $2 a piece. They're pretty cheap. 5 of them will do, depending on the size of your tank. I have a 29-gallon BioCube, so I have about 5 of them. And they are amazing. They keep my sand bed pretty clean, as you can see. They are really cool to see submerging and coming out of the sand when food's dropped in. These guys can smell stuff from a mile away, and it's kind of weird. Okay. Coming in at number 2, we have the Trochus snail. Now, in my last video on the top 3 worst invertebrates to get in your tank, you heard me talk a little bit about them compared to the turbo snail. And the turbo snail is on the list as the worst snail, you might say. Now, Trochus snails are cool. If you've already watched my past video, you already know that they can flip themselves over, which is really handy, so you don't have to go in there and prop them right back up whenever they fall on their back. These guys never stop moving. I don't have any in my tank. I'm planning on getting a boatload of them because they are just amazing. Like the Nassarius snail, they don't die. There's no way to kill them. I mean, I haven't tried, but I've never had them die, which is pretty cool. They are fast cleaners. They keep your glass clean. I mean, they're a lot faster than turbo snail. I definitely recommend them over a turbo snail. Turbo snails just suck completely. Okay, just don't buy them. Coming in at number 1, we have the emerald crabs themselves. Now, if you have an algae problem, these guys are the way to go. You're going to have to end up supplementing their food with something else because they will eat all the algae in your tank. Depending on your tank size, I usually will keep about 2 in my tank just to keep the macroalgae down, the hair algae. or depending on whatever. You do need to do research on what they eat and what kind of algae you have, because it turns out I had an algae that they didn't care for, and I ended up starving them to death, and I realized later on that it was not the type of algae that they are used to, or I'm not sure how to put it, but it's not the type that they're interested in. So just do some research on that. But that's about it, guys. That's my list of top 5 invertebrates you should definitely have in your tank if you don't already have them in your tank. They're quite amazing, if I do say so myself. But that's about it. Please like, leave a comment, leave suggestions for videos. I definitely need them. See you guys later. Fish Freak out.